I believe all radios are battery, unless you're talking like a ham radio, which point I really don't know. That said, I am actually annoyed that that's the case. I personally do believe the radio should be able to, plug in so long as there's power. Because, like, that's been a thing forever. At least farther back than the 90s. And to me, that doesn't seem like a balance thing either. It's like, okay, that only works where you have power. Power depends on gas, so, that shouldn't be a big deal. I don't like that the execution animation locks you in place. Like, if it was something that I manually controlled when I did it, sure, no problem. But the fact that it does it automatically, even if it is, like, only close to dangerous, feels terrible. Generally speaking, in games, when you lose control of your character, it's a bad feel. It makes games feel unresponsive, or makes you question other stuff about the game. Now, it's different from, like, when you make a character drunk, so the controls are weird and stuff like that, but fully robbing the player of control of the character usually is bad times. Went too far, pushed it slightly into exertion. That's not what I want. Why are there so many zombies up here? Probably just a migration. Alright, we didn't clear this way. That's fine, we'll just circle them around again. It's cool, we do this a lot. Now we'll take the way we've actually cleared. A group of zombies. Yep, But Riverside is getting pretty close to wiped out. Not that the current situation seems to support that. But I mean, we are running all over Riverside, not finding tons of zombies anymore. Why are we moving so slow? I'm not overheated. We're only moderately exerted. Only fairly overburdened. None of these are move slow territory. Like it's not significantly slow. It's not like, oh god, we need to run away slow. But it feels off. Just checking, make sure nothing ahead of us, because we haven't been down this road in a little while, so stuff can move around, get you in trouble. Ooh, that would have been bad. The good news is I'm wearing at least boots and all that, but still. I didn't even see that car because I was busy dealing with my inventory stuff. Luckily we moved before it got a hold of us. Okay, get this off us, get that off us, take the blade off the spear so we can use the spear again, throw away the broken blade, stab this guy right in the face. Alright, so let's see. The creamer says up to nearly 40k and still in Riverside. Damn. Yep, like I said at the beginning of this, we do estimate that there are about 900,000 zombies in the world based on information that came before the Louisville update. So our actual guess is probably somewhere in the order of 1.2 million, but we don't have that much information to, to get all that set up. Integer Smirk says, this is looking like the horde that will break 40k. I nearly shouted at stream there. Yeah, because of the crawler. And actually, crawlers can kind of like grab your feet. It's when they like do their attack where you take a hit and get injured. If a crawler does that, it holds you in place from it, so it's very easy for you to be overwhelmed if a crawler gets a hold of you. Luckily, their animation is kind of slow. So you actually get quite a bit more time than you'd expect. I don't remember where we parked our Jeep anymore. I'm pretty sure it was up this way. Yeah, there were people saying, like, what would you do if you could trip on the bodies? I'm like, we wouldn't be able to do this run. Where you saw me use rotten cabbage there, it is the thing in this game that once your cooking gets high enough, you can actually use rotten food. It just, you get very, very, very little hunger out of it. But you can't use it at lower levels. Good try. Good try, champ. And one thing I'm going to do is that spear we threw on the ground, I'm going to put on a buy so it disappears. Yep. I mean, Dr. Ennis is getting swole. And I'm trying to deliberately put that on the body, because bodies despawn, and when they do, anything on them disappears. I'm never going to fix it, so that's just junk. They'll take up inventory space, or just sit in the ground and be there forever. So I'd much rather chuck it at a body to effectively delete it. So I think I'm going to go to that north edge by those houses that we saw, those hordes that we skipped the other day because it was getting super late. And kill them. Hey, where'd you come from? For people who are new to this game, the way I'm just meat grinding these zombies is not normal for Project Zomboid. We are playing in the absolute highest populations of the game possible, so this is absolutely meat grinder playstyle. Normally with the game you can sneak around if you choose. I personally actually don't think the sneaking strategy is I actually think it's harder than just fighting the zombies in all honesty, because if you mess up, usually it's just the end of your run. Or you're trying to then maneuver through way too many zombies. But, the meat grinder is just a totally different play style. Normally you can kind of make a safe-ish area by just fighting some zombies, slowly working your way out. They do respawn by default, but you can stay well ahead of the respawn. Unless you tune it up, at which point, you know, then you've tuned it up. That's... You've accepted whatever you've done. I see you. 1 second, zombie. Yeah, I want to run up there, honk my horn a bunch, because we're getting pretty close to the point that we'll call Riverside clear. We're not there yet. We are seeing less and less and less. Time for a bath, Dr. Ellen. Yeah, unfortunately, no bath until clear. We got stuff to get done. Yeah, this is like when you get to a point where you're like, what is the biggest challenge I can throw at myself? This is one of your options. It's just tons. Sleep, then wee-woos. Unfortunately, Integer Smirk, our wee-woos are broken. I have learned today, and this is something I didn't know, that your sirens can wear out, and when they do, they're unrepairable. So our light bar and our wee-woos are no more. And I am pretty salty about it. We are kind of in the sort of center, east of center Riverside. We're just mopping up the last of the zombies in the area. Yeah, it is one, like, people mentioned there's a mod for it. I'm like, and I for other runs, I would probably almost certainly install that mod. But I'm kind of sitting there going, okay, but that, as far as this challenge goes, is a mod that 100% does change gameplay. It's making something currently unrepairable repairable. Now, we all agree it should be repairable. Like, that isn't the part we're worried about. It's like, oh, but that's changing gameplay aspect. So I'm hesitant. For this challenge, like other ones, don't care, put it on. Oh, and that is also a pro tip, if you are using a hunting knife, or like a screwdriver or whatever, and your character pushes the zombie as opposed to either stabbing it or executing it, it means you've got another zombie aggroed nearby. Like, it isn't foolproof, but that usually tells you, like, if you don't know of another zombie nearby, you should be immediately alerted that, oh, I've got a friend here. You know, something I gotta watch out for. Yeah, so he pushed it, so there's another zombie somewhere. There it is. Let's say there's another zombie aggroed. I saw the other one to the left. Yay, we have passed 40,000 zombies killed. At 9 months, 8 days, and 14 hours. People going, Pog, I was here for it. Well done. Yep. Yep, we're getting there. Well, I guess it is almost 9 p.m., so let's not push forward right now. Let's circle back. Go to the house we've been staying at. Go to sleep so we wake up at a reasonable time. Well, not quite yet go to sleep, but go to sleep soon so we wake up at a reasonable time. So we can continue this push tomorrow. Okay. Let's see. Elgos says, question, why don't I see you ever bother with beta blockers? Early game I use beta blockers heavily, like very, very heavily. But once you start getting past, it's like 180 days or something like that, you hit the max your character does recover so far as how fast they recover from panic. And at that point, it's almost like you turn away from the zombies and the panic just drops. 150 days, Fenrir says. So panic just almost drops immediately. So it's almost more of an inconvenience to take the beta blockers. I still do keep them on me for those situations when you're looking at 200 or 300 zombies that you just have behind you. It's like, okay, I do need them. I would also still take them if I'm going to use a gun, but I don't do it too much. Reed84 says, Rawl, any idea how long I can hold off harvesting seed-bearing cabbage before it goes bad? I have absolutely no idea, fortunately. Generally, I have no specific reason why I would think that you'd want to go out of your way to not harvest them. Like, I get you could try and make it stretch just that much farther during the winter kind of thing. But I don't think it'd be that meaningful of a difference. Am I running out? Yeah, we are just about out of food with us. Yeah, we have completely run out of veggies.